When it comes to celebrity power couples, they don't get much more iconic than Oprah and Stedman. For decades, their relationship has been the subject of admiration, speculation, and intrigue. Unlike the whirlwind romances of Hollywood that fizzle out as quickly as they begin, Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham have stood the test of time, over 35 years to be exact. Through Oprah's rise from talk show queen to billionaire media mogul, Stedman has remained a constant presence, always supportive yet comfortably out of the limelight. While others craved the spotlight, he seemed content standing behind one of the most influential women in the world. Their unconventional relationship, never married but deeply committed, has often sparked questions. How did they maintain such a strong bond in an industry notorious for tearing couples apart? What made their relationship work when so many others failed? Some have praised their dynamic, calling it a testament to mutual respect, while others have speculated that there's much more beneath the surface than meets the eye. And now it appears those whispers may have some truth to them. A shocking new book allegedly penned by Stedman himself threatens to shake the very foundation of Oprah's empire. The man who has been by her side for decades is reportedly spilling long-guarded secrets, exposing the hidden cracks beneath their carefully curated public image. Could this be the moment where everything unravels? The Bombshell book. For years, Stedman Graham has been best known as Oprah Winfrey's longtime partner, a figure of quiet support standing beside one of the most powerful women in media history. But now, he's stepping into the spotlight with his own voice, and his latest book, Identity Leadership, is making headlines for all the wrong reasons. On the surface, it appears to be a motivational guide about personal development, leadership, and self-empowerment. But between the lines, readers are finding something far more explosive, subtle yet pointed revelations that seem to lift the veil on his relationship with Oprah like never before. So what exactly is inside this so-called Bombshell book? While Identity Leadership presents itself as a professional self-help guide, certain passages appear to allude to personal struggles and power imbalances that many suspect are direct references to his relationship with Oprah. He discusses the challenge of being overshadowed by a more dominant partner, the difficulties of maintaining one's identity in a high-profile relationship, and the emotional toll of always playing a supporting role. While Stedman never explicitly names Oprah, the implications are undeniable. Could this be his way of finally expressing what he's held back for decades? One of the most telling quotes from Stedman in the book reads, "I want her to be the best she can possibly be." A simple sentiment on the surface, but some interpret it as an indication of the sacrifices he's made to accommodate Oprah's success, suggesting that his role has always been to uplift her, sometimes at the expense of his own ambitions. However, in another moment of self-reflection, he states, "I have been able to find my own happiness, develop my own skills, my own talents, my own abilities." This statement offers a glimpse into his personal growth, but it also raises the question, has Stedman truly been content in the shadows all these years? Or is this his way of asserting that he has finally stepped out of Oprah's towering presence? Among the most shocking revelations are alleged claims about Oprah's relentless control over her public image and personal relationships. Stedman reportedly hints at moments where he felt more like an accessory to her brand rather than a true partner. He also discusses the loneliness that comes with being in the orbit of a woman whose career and ambitions often took priority over personal matters. While some fans see these reflections as a simple narrative of personal growth, others believe Stedman is subtly exposing the hidden cracks in their seemingly unshakable relationship. And if the rumors are true, Oprah is not happy about it. Insiders claim that she sees the book as a betrayal, a move that breaks the unwritten agreement they've maintained for decades to keep their private matters private. While Oprah has yet to address the book publicly, sources close to her suggest that she feels blindsided, disappointed, and even hurt by what she perceives as a deliberate attempt to cast her in a controlling and distant light. Could this be the final straw in their relationship? One thing is for sure, this book isn't just another leadership guide. It's a carefully woven narrative that, intentionally or not, may be revealing more about Oprah and Stedman's dynamic than either of them ever intended. And the fallout from it? That's just beginning. Behind the scenes. When discussing Stedman Graham's personal philosophy, one of the key concepts he often emphasizes is moving without the ball. This idea, rooted in both sports and leadership, is about taking action and creating opportunities without always being the center of attention. It's about positioning oneself for success, even when the spotlight is on someone else. But in the context of his decades-long relationship with Oprah, this phrase takes on an even deeper meaning. For over 35 years, Stedman has played a unique role, not just as a partner, but as a man navigating life alongside one of the most powerful women in media. While Oprah became a global icon, Stedman quietly built his own career as an educator, author, and speaker. Yet despite his own accomplishments, he was often referred to simply as Oprah's longtime boyfriend. His name became synonymous with hers, his identity forever linked to her success. Some might see this as an act of selfless devotion, a man willing to move without the ball to support the woman he loves. But others wonder, was this a choice or a necessity? In a relationship where one person commands immense influence, how does the other maintain their own sense of self? Stedman himself has addressed this in various interviews, insisting that he has always been secure in his own identity. He once said, "I have been able to find my own happiness, develop my own skills, my own talents, my own abilities." This statement suggests a man who has embraced his position and found fulfillment outside of Oprah's shadow. But does his new book, Identity Leadership, hint at an underlying struggle? Being in a high-profile relationship comes with its own set of challenges, especially when one partner is a household name. The pressure to conform to public expectations, the constant media scrutiny, and the imbalance of power can take a toll on even the strongest partnerships. For Oprah and Stedman, privacy has always been their strongest shield. They have carefully controlled their narrative, offering the world only glimpses of their personal life. But if Stedman's book is indeed revealing more than Oprah is comfortable with, it could signal a turning point, one where the man who has always moved without the ball is finally stepping into the game. Could this be Stedman's way of redefining his legacy, not as Oprah's partner, but as a leader in his own right? And if so, what does that mean for their relationship moving forward? The answers may lie in how Oprah chooses to respond, and whether the world's most famous power couple can withstand the pressure of this new spotlight. The fallout. Oprah Winfrey has built an empire on authenticity, wisdom, and control over her own narrative. But with the release of Identity Leadership and its alleged underlying messages, it seems that control is slipping. And insiders say she is not happy about it. According to reports, Oprah was completely blindsided when news of Stedman's book and its interpretations started circulating. At first, she wasn't even aware of the growing storm. She was at home, relaxing, when her phone began buzzing with non-stop notifications. Sources claim that she was furious, shouting in disbelief and frustration. One insider even described the scene, saying, "You could hear her from the driveway. She was livid." The idea that Stedman, the one person she thought she could trust to keep their personal life private, might be exposing hidden truths in such a public way, sent her into a tailspin. The situation reportedly escalated to the point where Oprah had to take medication to calm herself down. However, this claim has not been confirmed, and those close to her have remained tight-lipped about just how serious the emotional fallout was. But one thing is clear, Oprah is not taking this lightly. Oprah thinks Stedman is using her to promote himself. Some reports claim that she has confronted Stedman about the book's implications, questioning whether his words were truly innocent reflections on leadership or a veiled attempt to reclaim his own identity in the public eye. While there's no confirmation of a dramatic fallout just yet, whispers of tension between the longtime couple are growing. Could this be the breaking point in their decades-long relationship, or will Oprah choose to brush it off and continue to maintain their public image? Meanwhile, the media and the public are eating up the controversy. Social media is buzzing with debates, some fans sympathizing with Stedman, starting trends like Justice for Stedman and Stedman Speaks, and Oprah and Stedman, etc., praising him for finally speaking his truth, while others accuse him of undermining the woman who has stood by him for years. Talk shows, blogs, and entertainment news outlets are dissecting every word of his book, speculating on what's real, what's exaggerated, and what Oprah really thinks behind closed doors. As for Oprah's next move, it remains to be seen. Will she address the situation head-on, as she has with past controversies, or will she stay silent, letting time and media cycles do the work of burying the discussion? One thing is certain, this situation has put a rare spotlight on a side of Oprah's life that has long remained in the shadows. And as the world watches, only time will tell what this means for one of the most enduring and enigmatic relationships in Hollywood. The bigger picture. Beyond the personal drama, this situation between Oprah and Stedman reveals something much deeper. A clash between identity, authenticity, and the immense pressure of maintaining a carefully crafted public image. For decades, Oprah has built her empire on the principles of self-discovery, empowerment, and truth. But now, the very foundation of her brand is being challenged in a way she never saw coming. Stedman's book, whether intentionally or not, raises an important question. Who is Oprah Winfrey when the cameras are off? For years, she has been the guiding voice for millions, preaching self-awareness and personal growth. But when it comes to her own private life, how much of it has been shaped by the need to control perception rather than embrace full authenticity? Stedman's philosophy of moving without the ball, existing and succeeding even when you're not the main focus, takes on an ironic twist. If he has spent decades moving without the ball, could it be that Oprah has spent those same decades ensuring the ball never left her hands? The pressure of maintaining a public image is enormous, especially for someone as influential as Oprah. Every move she makes, every decision in her personal life is scrutinized by millions. Unlike most celebrities, she has never allowed her personal life to become a spectacle. There have been no public scandals, no messy breakups, no headline-grabbing feuds. Instead, she has maintained an aura of strength, wisdom, and control. But this controversy threatens to disrupt that balance. If the public begins to view her as someone who dominates and controls those closest to her, will it weaken the trust she has spent years cultivating with her audience? The potential impact on Oprah's brand is significant. While she remains an untouchable icon in the media world, her power lies in the belief that she represents honesty, integrity, and wisdom. If this situation gains more traction, it could introduce an entirely new narrative, one where Oprah is seen not as the all-knowing mentor, but as someone who struggles with the very themes she preaches. Could this controversy be a fleeting moment, or is it the beginning of a shift in how the world perceives one of the most powerful women in media? As the dust settles, the real question becomes, will Oprah address the situation head-on and reclaim control of the narrative, or will she choose to let time do the damage control for her? Either way, the world is watching, and for the first time in a long time, Oprah Winfrey is facing a story she didn't write: conclusion and speculation. The controversy surrounding Stedman Graham's identity leadership has sent shockwaves through both the media and Oprah's inner circle. What started as a leadership book has quickly turned into a source of speculation, with hidden messages about power, identity, and the reality of their decades-long relationship. Oprah, caught off guard by the backlash, reportedly reacted with shock, anger, and frustration, raising questions about whether this moment marks a turning point for one of Hollywood's most private power couples. So where do they go from here? Will Oprah and Stedman be able to weather this storm, brushing off the controversy and continuing as they always have? Or is this the beginning of a deeper fracture, one that could finally push them apart after more than 35 years together? Some believe Oprah will take control of the narrative, addressing the rumors head-on. Others think she may choose silence, allowing the media cycle to move on without giving the situation more fuel. But one thing is certain, this moment has pulled back the curtain on a relationship that has always remained just out of reach. For years, Stedman was content to move without the ball, but now he may finally be stepping into his own spotlight. And if that's the case, what does it mean for Oprah's carefully crafted empire? What do you think? Is this controversy being blown out of proportion, or are we witnessing the unraveling of one of Hollywood's most legendary relationships? Let us know in the comments below.